Marvel's Avengers is officially dead. It is going the way of Anthem, the way of live service failures. Would you want to hear a plot twist? I put in 1,492 hours into this game. Oh yeah. Wagwan Internet, it is Spirit of Paradox here and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about the death of Marvel's Avengers, and we are also going to talk about my history with the game. So first let's talk about what Crystal Dynamics have confirmed, and we'll talk about the history after. So Crystal Dynamics have come out and confirmed that the game is no longer going to be supported. We are going to get an update in March which is going to release all of the cosmetics that are in the marketplace for free, and I'm also going to talk a bit about that in the other section. But they are going to be releasing the ones that you don't own for free and transfer all of your current credits into in-game resources. And in this update we'll be also getting some traversal updates to characters, but does it really matter at this point? And then we are going to be getting a final update in September, but this is going to be the time where the game is going to be delisted from the store and will be on a comatose, well, put into a coma until live support eventually has to be switched off. So I am going to be honest, I have had a very weird and toxic relationship with this game, because I didn't buy it day one. I played the beta but I didn't buy it. I ended up playing the game via PlayStation Now, and then I would later on go and buy it after it was taken off, and then it would get reinstated back on. Ugh. But anyway, I bought the game afterwards and I had played mainly as the Incredible Hulk. If you guys do not know, the Incredible Hulk is my favourite character of all, or superhero of all time. So I mainly played as him all of the time because there is no Hulk game, and I can't find any of the Hulk games, or we can't get any remasters of the old games either, because no company owns the license for them anymore. And that's what's going to happen with Marvel's Avengers. But then again, this brings up a very good point. I know a lot of you probably do not know, but every Marvel game eventually will have to be taken off of digital stores and can no longer be sold, because all of those games are on license. And once the license is over, they can no longer sell those them on digital websites or on the official digital website like on a PSN or Xbox, but you can get them physically. So games like Deadpool the game, remember, you could have got that on the PS4, but my Activision no longer had the license, so now you can get the game, but it's at a ridiculous price now. So it's really made me think that's going to happen with the Sony games for the Spider-Man games. That's gonna happen eventually. So that's really just made me remember, so how is this going to work? Because like with these licensed games, it's always like that. It's not exclusive to Marvel, by the way. With Warner Brothers, it's different because they own DC, so it was different. So that's completely different situation. But oh, like it's just really crazy now. So it's really just made me think. Like, you gotta be careful on what game you buy, and you gotta make sure you get it on a physical copy. But I can't lie though, I did get 1,000 hours and over out of this game. So, like I said, I mainly played as Hulk, met loads of great people, and mainly did the OLT. So basically, this game is a Destiny clone. Oh, and I've also got to talk about that too. So I'm well knowledged on the live service looter genre that basically Destiny kicked it all off. So I am a beta and day 1 Destiny 1 and 2 player. I am a day 1 beta and day 1 Division 1 player. And then I also bought Division 2 at a later date. I also play Warframe. to this day. I am a big fan of Warframe. I've got around 4,000 hours into that game, and I have also played other live service games that aren't in the looter shooter genre per se, but looters have always been my thing when it came down to video games. And for me, the driving force for this was mainly playing as the characters that I love. I am a massive Marvel fan. I have got loads of Marvel comics and figures and games. Like, I've even still got some of the old games. I've still got Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction on PS2. Like, I've still got it here to this day, fam. So, like, I've grown up with Marvel my entire life, so I am a bit of a fanboy when it comes down to Marvel. I'll admit, but not the movies though. The movies, that's a whole different kind of worms, but I'm not feeling the movies right now. I completely forgot, this is footage of me in a bugged raid. So this is also a bug where sometimes Iron Man's Hulkbuster armor gets glitched and you can't get out of it or do anything in it or get killed in it. So yeah, that's one of the bugs. You're having to watch my friends do everything whilst the Hulk is trapped inside the Hulkbuster suit, like in the Marvel's Infinity War. But yeah, so I've been a Marvel fan all my entire life, and I really wanted a good team Marvel game. Some people say play Midnight Suns. It's like, why the whole card thing? Like that, I think that's just a whole waste of time. Like, why make me look at a card when I could just tap a button? You know, it's like, to me that just ruins the experience. So like, I wasn't really a big fan of that. So at the moment, I do enjoy Avengers, or I did enjoy it for the most part. I'd say like 60% of the time I had some really good fun. I'd like 10% of the time, no, actually, nah, like 40% of the time it was just filled with bugs. I can't even cap. 40% bug, 60% good, 40% frustration from bugs. And I really did have high hopes for this game to really turn around, but like with other looters, and I've seen how other looters go, if you don't get it right at release, the player base just dies off. It slowly dies off, and these companies seem to think the skeleton crew that gets left behind on these games is strong enough to patch everything. And it's just, no, you need the full development team to be working on these types of games. Like, I would say, if you're going to have any sort of like live service looter, you need to have like a good 100 or 200 people on it all the time. And I know not a lot of companies have the budget for that. I understand that, but it's like, yo, if you don't have the budget and you don't have the right person with the right vision, you basically get your modern AAA video game. That's what you get, and that's what Avengers turned out to be. I would say, and I've heard this through loads of other YouTubers online who cover the games. So I watch gamers like Sadot, Lejeune, and other guys on here, and Miller on Twitter, who basically leaks everything. Like, he was basically the announcer. He was the guy giving us news about the game instead of the developers. But like, I feel what we wanted to get, or what they wanted originally, and then they changed their vision halfway through. I think this was supposed to be a single player game, and other people have said this as well, that this was originally supposed to be single player, and then somewhere in development they wanted to make it a Destiny like game, and it just wasn't the right engine for it. Even to this day, there are severe bugs, man. like bugs that you should not see in gaming, like at all. And the game suffered for it. But I did enjoy playing it, innit? So I can't cap. Like, I really did enjoy playing this game. I probably am going to still play it for a little bit, you know, for sentimental value. Like, you know, the game's going to die off soon. I might as well have all my fun, my laughs with it and move on past it eventually, you know. So, there is that. Like, I do feel like I am going to give this game some time. I'm going to play it for a little bit, but it did turn out to be a big disappointment, fam. It really was. It really was bad. But what could I say? I gave the game a chance after I knew the game flopped. Like, I'll say that. I came after the game after launch and I knew what was going to happen. And I was very well aware on how this game was going to end. Because look what happened to Anthem. Look what happened to Division 1 and 2. Look what's happened to other unknown, like Paragon, was it? And then there was some other ones. There's loads of like these looted live services that have just died out because they just want the Destiny money and don't actually have the right vision. That's why I play lots of Warframe. Warframe's my main like looter at the moment, or it has been since 2018. Like, I have just been on Warframe, on that all the time, fam. Like, what I love about Warframe is that the aesthetic is unique, the gear, the gameplay, all unique. But the best thing is, it's not casual player friendly. So you can't come in here and think, oh, you can just get the best shit. Even though you technically could, because it is a free to play game. People just buy their way up. But they get bored and they don't stick around. So, you know what the dead ones. So like that's carb. So they stick around for like 10 minutes. But it is what it is, man. But Avengers, man. The writing was on the wall. We all knew deep down this was gonna come. So you can't be acting surprised like it weren't gonna come. Like, you can't. And you can see these people who are out here still trying to defend it. It's like, yo, you can enjoy the game and say you can. Say you have enjoyed the game. It's calm. But when you go out of your way to attack people because they don't share the same opinion to you, you know, it's like, yo, the game was bad. What do you expect people to say? Even I played it and enjoyed it. I don't expect people to be like, yo, you can't say this about my favourite game. Well, then again, it never was mine favourite. But you get the point. I'm not one of them guys. But it's just funny to see how some people really thought this game was gonna go far. Like, even I knew there was a certain limit to how far this game was gonna go. Remember when everyone wanted to do this 10-year plan? Remember all that? This 10-year plan. The only person who seems to have actually done the 10-year plan is Warframe. Like, and I think Destiny's coming up to it. But then again, Destiny, no, Destiny don't count because they had multiple games. Warframe has been one game. And it's been up 9 years. I think it's been 10 years on PC. It's coming up to 10 years on console this year. What are you telling me? I don't get it twisted though. I understand Warframe ain't perfect and it ain't for everybody. I know. But the point still stands. And how can a game that's not even made for everybody last that long? I know. How many of you plugged in Warframe, turned it on, logged in, was in your ship, and had no idea what you were doing? I know that. Oh, I know that's a lot of you. Yeah, you logged in, had no idea what to do. You were just in a ship. Yeah, I know. I know. Because I was there when the game first dropped, and I came back in 2018, and then I came back and became a madman on that game. Mastery rank 30. But anyway, fam. It is a shame that Avengers is having to end, but hopefully somebody can look at the things that this game did wrong and some of the things that it did right. Not a lot of things. I'd say the comic accurate skins come the ending of it were good. But that was really just about it, because I feel like this was a lot more grounded. Like, this was more Ultimate Universe levels of strength when it came down to the characters. Like, it's not 616, this is Ultimate Universe levels of strength. And then again, we've got other superhero games coming. We've got Marvel's Spider-Man coming this year. I'm also looking forward to that potential Metal Gear Solid remake, so I might make a video on that. But we cannot forget, this is a farewell to Marvel's Avengers. Because I'm still going to play it in the meantime, though. Don't get it twisted. I still am. You know, I'm going to go get my gear. I'm going to go level up my characters, I suppose. Even though there's no point to it now. But I'll just be playing for shits and giggles, I suppose. But yes, guys, I will be coming soon with more videos, and I will be coming soon with some music. Yes, you're gonna be hearing me rap. Havon Genesis coming soon. You get me? Havon Genesis. That's the project, fam. Don't worry. But that's all coming later down the line. But I've got an eye out for what's coming out in the games industry, the comics industry. I have got to talk about Donny Cates leaving the Incredible Hulk, so there is that I got to talk about too. But yes, guys, more content on the way, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.